You're this perp back with another video, and man, finally it's the first of the month, so you know what that means. Into the Dark, season 1. Was this episode 8? All That We Destroy. I'm only gonna talk about like the first 30 minutes of this episode, so I don't want to spoil too much. You should definitely go check out the series if you haven't. If you're new, subscribe and hit that like button. So we start off with this woman coming out of this tar-like substance. Very weird. I like the tone of this episode. We get introduced to this girl. She has no recollection of where she's at. And she's greeted by this dude that she has no idea who he is, I should say. And she dies. Crazy shit, I know. Very odd shit going on in this episode or movie, whatever you want to call it. You could already tell by the atmosphere and the time period that this takes place like far into the future. They got transparent like displays and all that shit. But it follows this mother and son. Let's get to the mother real quick. The mother is this like geneticist. She's been working on this cloning technology, but also trying to figure out what's going on with her son. What's his mind state like? Her son is really like going through some mental disorder type of thing. I don't know what to really put on it, but she's using all this data to analyze like how she can make the clones feel more realistic. Really weird shit. It's really crazy. And like her son is even nuttier. So they keep doing this experiment. Like he ends up killing her again, and just man, it's really weird. And this is all in like the first 30 minutes, mind you. She doesn't know really what to do. They flash back to they have some flashbacks of where Spencer, that's the son's name, meets Ashley. You find that out later. That's what the girl's name is. Like how they randomly met. Like he was just walking and she got left out somewhere in the desert and she came back, yada yada yada. But it's like it's a really I don't know if this was like the Memorial Day like type of theme to it. It seems like it, but she keeps her son very contained and very like sheltered from the world, and I guess that's kind of making it worse in a way, and it's making it harder on her too, on her psyche. So she gets the idea like instead of him killing this next clone, she's going to really get to know her, because like her whole goal is she wants to get this cloning thing right, because she sees profit in in the organs. Like she really wants to get cloning down for organs and stuff, and she just becomes obsessed with that. Meanwhile, Spencer's really like Spencer, you really get to see where his mind state is. He's just really not stable in his head. Like the shit he draws, it's very like graphic. And it's really disturbing. But until he meets this new girl, this girl that's his neighbor, and this is where things start to get really 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 trippy. He meets Marissa, his neighbor, and she's just like him in ways, and he starts to fall for her. She even pops up to his house and, you know, gives him cookies. And the mom, Victoria, you know, she doesn't want her son Spencer getting too close to other females, other people, pretty much, and keeps it pretty much contained. But while she's really trying to perfect this Ashley clone, you know, trying to get her to remember certain memories, because her whole memory is wiped, her whole, you know, genetics is different now. But while Victoria's doing this, you know, Spencer's getting really close with Marissa and stuff, and gives her this photo. And right then and there, this is where like things get kind of really weird. But she's acceptive of his weirdness, and it's just like, ah, man, it's a really crazy story. But we get another flashback of Ashley and Spencer. You know, it explains more of like the beginning of the episode. You know, the wine and the song and whatnot. Just average stuff. And going back to, you know, Victoria getting closer with this Ashley. You know, she is ready to introduce her to Spencer, which is so fucking weird when you see it. It's so fucking weird. And, you know, things already start getting awkward. You know, you think that this things are starting to change for Spencer, but as soon as she sees his sketchbook, this is where things just repeat itself. It's just, man, I don't want to spoil too much more of this, but you guys should definitely go check this out, because things get really, really dark. Things escalate very quickly, especially for Victoria, more so than I should say Spencer. But yep, that's my review of this episode of Into the Dark. I can't wait to see what they do next month. All the actors, actresses, performances were top notch for the most part. I enjoyed it. Cool episode. Yeah, until the next video, I'll check you out later. Peace.
If everything I did failed, which it doesn't, it actually succeeds. But if everything I did failed, just the fact that I'm willing to fail is an inspiration. People are so scared to lose that they don't even try. Like, one thing that people can't say is they can't say, I'm not trying. I'm not trying my hardest, and I'm not trying to do it the best way that I know how.